Okay, safety is important. First, you have to make sure you wear your sunglasses, protect you from the sun and any debris that can hit into your eyes. Of course, the other thing is you will also need to make sure the wood has the right symbol. KD, HT, those are perfect. They are the only two you mainly want to look for. They are heat treated wood, and of course the KD means that the wood has been clean dried. That means that it has been heated at a specific temperature to make sure there's no pest or any bugs can live in the wood. So they are naturally treated. There's no chemical involved. Now, if you look at the symbol, it's like here, there, everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and post all these different images that I have taken from my pallets. So all these images that you're seeing on the screen right now, look for those. They are important. Please ignore anything that is color blue on the pallet. So if these pallets has blue color on it, do not take them. They contain poisons in there. They're used for swimming pool mainly. MD is the other one that's also bad. Actually, it's MB. That is the bad one, not MD, MB. Okay, so that's very important. If you see any of those, don't take. But anyway, just look for KDHT. That is it. Don't look for anything else. If you find those, they are prime. Make sure there's no stains. If there's major bad stains like oily residue on it, do not use those. Those contain some kind of oil from maybe machineries that they put in there. It might have leaked out some oil. Do not use it. Just throw it away. You know, don't bother even taking it. Take the cleanest one that you can find and use it, because you will be planting your garden in it, and you want to make sure you're eating a healthy, vegetable that you're going to be planting that is organically grown by you. Okay, so it's very important to do that. All right, so here's the drill. You definitely need this. Some of them have screws on them. Most of them have nails, whatever you get there. And this is the pry bar. Looks like that. A hammer. Okay, and of course gloves, very important. It does help prevent the shock while you're banging, pulling, whatever you need to do. All right, so here is the bed. So the width itself is 40 inches, and you can see the bottom is around 5 inches. That's where I will be using this whole pallet. All right, so I'm gonna take my measurements here. Of course, this cat has been following me. It's my neighbor's cat. Here's the screw from the pallet. It is free. It came in with it, so might as well use it. I removed it while I break it all apart, get all the beams. So we're going to screw that on the side. When you see these minor imperfection here, just make sure you go ahead and cut it off, so that way it's nice and smooth. Okay, so these are the wood. We have the area that we're going to cut. We marked them already. So you can see right here, it says cut. The lines out here, the bed, make sure the arrow is pointed down, so that is the leg. We're going to keep that over there. And we're going to drill 2 holes. So the beam is around over here. So you have to make sure that that is the beam that you want to attach it to, and also this one too. Okay, so the first one will be up here. Then the next one is in the bottom. All set, 4 legs. Now we're going to go ahead and flip and let it stand. Okay, how way? Jay. Yeah, Jay. Awesome. Oh, a little lopsided. Oh, did I do something wrong? Oh, mistake! I got this leg wrong. See, I measured the floor. Okay, so this is the cut portion. This is around 3 inch. Instead of throwing away, you could put it as a base, because I will be adding wheels to this planter. So you will need that as a good base support. I don't have the clamps. If you do, it'll be perfect, but I use tape just to hold it together for now. And as you can see, I want to put another beam. We're going to have a lot of weight of dirt. So that is the complete version right there. We're just going to go ahead and drill that in. Okay, we're going to put 2 holes right through it. All right, so here's the leg, and we're going to tape it to make sure it stays in place. Again, if you have a clamp, I know if you do a lot of construction, you probably can use it. I couldn't find my clamp. I don't really know where I put it because I moved stuff around the house. And the tape is a good alternative. It does the job. It keeps it stable. We're going to drill it down this way so it can support it through the beam. Okay, and we're going to do the same with the other side. Okay, in this section, I am working on the top long beam. I am placing a flat wood under to make sure that it is stable, it is flat, so the beam will lay right next to the other beam so that we can drill it right in. Okay, I also use a tape to hold it together just to make sure it doesn't move while I'm drilling it. And you can see the measurements are on the screen, and of course you can cut and readjust to any size you want. Again, this is the dimension that I was using. Okay, on this part, you want to make sure you have it on the inside. So when you're installing it, you notice the first one I showed you was drilling through it. So make sure you remember that. Otherwise, it just won't match when you add the panels along this way. Okay, here is the almost finished product. You can see, give you a 360 view. Pretty sturdy. As I move it, doesn't wobble as much. Once we put dirt, it's going to be super heavy. The wheels I'm going to add on will be able to handle 150 pounds per wheel. All right, so I just got the delivery today. These are the wheels. I will go ahead and send a link for you as well. These cost like around $15, give or take. After tax and everything, probably be 16, you know. And these can handle up to 150 pounds each, so we have 4 of them. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you think about it's almost like 600 pounds right there in total. Okay, so the mechanics here is that you can unlock the wheels and you can wheel it around. Now if you want it stationary, especially on a windy day, this could be heavy but it can still move. So you can lock the wheel, which is pretty cool, and it doesn't move anywhere. I lock one side, you notice I can move only one side, and if you lock everything, it's pretty awesome. Not going anywhere. Okay, next we're going to cut the side panel. These are around 18.5 each, so we're going to go ahead and this is going to take at least 12, 24, and I'm assuming this is probably a bit less, but we'll cut 24 first. Hey, I hope you like what you see so far, and the next step is to sand everything down a little bit. And this was bought from Amazon, and it is a drill bit, you know, it fit your drill. It actually fits right on your drill, electrical or battery operated, and we have different grades in there too. So I'm using the P80 and the P60. I'm sure that there's also instruction that you can follow too. The P80 really smooth out the surface. I tested it out, and there's a lot of splinters on these wood, and I want to make sure that when my wife is planting or when I'm gardening or my mom, none of us are going to get splinters from it. So go ahead and use it. You start off with slow speed. Don't go too high right away because the spinning is really wild. It can go any direction and you kind of want to control it. So as you're spinning, you'll understand which direction it's going. So don't go against it, just use it as it is. Okay, so just go ahead. Again, I went through like 3 or 4 paper. They gave you so many, so it doesn't matter at all. And it works really well. So the next one that we're going to show you is the next paper, which is the P60. And this, it's really rough and strong, and you can see that is like not level. And to level it out, I just gonna run the drill right through it. And look at that, it just sand the wood all the way down. Oh my God, it's just so level now, and any kind of imperfection is gone. I didn't have to use the P80, by the way, to smooth it out. It actually, besides doing that, it smoothed it out itself too. So it's perfect. All right, I am going to use this weed control fabric. I'm gonna put that on top. I built 3 already. This is the 3rd one. The others, we installed them already, didn't record it. This is a medium duty. I think you could use heavy duty the same. And it at least prevent the soil from dropping to the ground. And also the water will go straight down too. So that way you don't have a puddle of water in here. You want to make sure it is porous. All right, so we did some potato last year and didn't do too well. So we're just gonna go ahead and put some dirt in first. Ooh, got that one. All right, so I'm just gonna dump some dirt in just to kind of like keep it down. The fabric just kept flying. It was such a windy day. Okay, we don't want to put too much leaf in here. I'm just gonna put enough. Okay, we want to jump start this whole process. Plenty of leaves here. This Miracle Growth, it is organic choice. It's from Costco, so it's pretty worth it. It has compost and everything included there. It's meant for a raised bed or for in-ground as well. But again, it's like kind of like all pre-mixed, so you don't have to do anything much. So shovel here, just kind of break that pieces into smaller chunks. Decompose faster. Bigger chunks will take longer, so consider that whenever you're throwing away any kind of vegetable. If you could dice it down a little bit, it does help a whole lot, so make sure you do that. Okay, this is great. This is gonna jumpstart this whole thing. Put in the dirt. Yeah. Oh my God, look how rich this soil looks. Whew. I'm gonna spread this out here, make sure it's all covering as much of the leaf. You notice I cut a little bit too much here, which is fine. I would just flap it down like that, okay? That's what you have to do. If you overcut, it's fine. You rather over measure than under measure. If you do not measure enough, it's gonna be a lot of problem later, so I think it should be okay. So to finish this project, it took me around 3 days, I think, because I didn't put 100% a day, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours here and there. The only reason why I stopped a lot is raining. It's been raining this whole week here and there, off and on, like, I gotta bring all my tools in. So that's the problem working outdoors. But if you're working indoors, it's probably easier. And I'm sure you have better equipment than me. I'm a beginner. I just started building this. I just started this whole, what do you call pallets building, and I'm gonna have a lot more coming on. So please subscribe and click like, and also the bell for notifications. You will see more projects coming in. I will try to get as creative as I can with these products, and I want to build something nice. All right, I hope I see you in the next video. Take care.